Peter West here again. I put this video together to show people that I don't believe that famous scientists are telling the truth when they say that if the polar ice cap melts, that sea level is going to raise 15 feet and flood a lot of low-lying areas. Um, in Canada, we have one famous scientist who's come out and said that doesn't make any sense. But we live in a self-contained. It's almost like a snow globe. This may look like the flat Earth, but it's actually just a polar projection map that the military uses, and a lot of flat Earth people use it to say that the military even says the Earth is flat, but it's just a polar projection map. So let's think about this now. If this glacier and this glacier and these glaciers, if they all melted tomorrow, would the sea level rise? That's the question. That's what scientists are trying to tell us now, are the people that are trying to get money out of us and blaming us for global warming, but it's not our fault. So you have these massive icebergs floating in the ocean, and if they melt, do you think the water is going to rise? Do you really think the water is going to rise if all this sea ice melts? Well, do an experiment. Take a measuring glass, fill it up with water and ice. Put a lot more ice than this in it. The ice was up to here when I started, but you're at 3/4 of a cup. Okay, when that ice melts, it's still going to be 3/4 of a cup. Nothing's going to change. It's called the conservation of mass. They don't talk about it that much, but nothing's going to change when that ice melts. The water level's going to stay the same. So did the polar ice cap create this when it started melting? But or this, or this, or even this. So what causes flooding? There's a few things. The main one is local flooding is caused by government dams. They have these massive dams all over North America, all over the world. Um, Huge dams holding back water, trying to control it, and to make it go to places where they want it to go. And you can see how big these dams are. But then sometimes the water backs up too much, so they have to release water. And when they release water, who knows where it's going? It can go into cities and cause flooding in cities as well. So dams are one cause. The only way that sea level can rise, as far as I can see, is if the ocean floor were to raise somehow, and that could be caused by volcanoes. Take this perfectly straight rock form. Obviously, no volcanoes under it. It's just became rock over the years. Um, Rock becomes rock just the same way you make cement. In fact, they make cement from rock. Uh, so if you have a volcano on the ocean floor that's building up steam, it raises the ocean floor, and of course, if that happens, the water has to go somewhere. So as it gets bigger and bigger, it pushes up that straight rock that we saw. It pushes it up like this and causes the displacement of the water, which could raise the sea level. But that's not our fault either. So here's some pictures of ancient volcano rock that was pushed up over the years, probably long before we got here. Here's another beauty. This one, you can see it just pushed that rock right up to the sky. Here's one, the formation's pushed almost vertical. Um, just another pic. So, my theory is that volcanoes created the planet that we know today. I don't think it was Big Bang theory. I think it's all local. I think it's all volcanoes in our area. You can see here a diagram of a volcano pushing rocks up um, above ground. This is what's going in Yellowstone Park right now. The ground is actually raising up a little bit, and hopefully there's not going to be a volcano because a lot of people will die probably, and I hope we keep fracking away from anywhere around this place, because I'm sure fracking will cause the cap to break off and you know, a volcano. Um, last earthquakes can cause flooding as well, but that water eventually recedes because water always finds its level. It uh, doesn't stay as a flood. It's only temporary. Um, so you got your Earth, and you've got your self-contained bubble here. Uh, Things don't make sense to me sometimes, because they say out here in the thermosphere the temperature is 3,000 degrees, but back here, one stage in the mesosphere, the temperature is 130 degrees below zero. It's freezing here, maybe even ice here. So I don't know how the space station got from here out to here. They must have a wormhole or something. Um, so back to our enclosed snow globe. You got your evaporation, precipitation. Nothing leaves this bubble. It's a complete cycle, back and forth, back and forth. So nothing leaves the bubble. We got what we got. Um, so just remember, the conservation of mass. It's tangible science, not Hollywood BS. Uh, that's the end.